Hi there, how's your week going? Today, we are continuing our journey through Charlie Munger's classic book, Poor Charlie's Almanack. In Lecture 11, Munger introduced us to the psychology of human misjudgment, and he gives us a list of 25 tendencies that often lead us to make poor decisions. Understanding this helps us see why people act rationally sometimes and irrationally other time. Let's look at two of them today. 3. The disliking or hating tendency. This is basically the opposite of liking tendency. Just like we are wired to like those who are kind to us, humans, even babies, are also wired to dislike or even hate those who treat us badly. Monkeys and apes show the same behavior. That's why war has been a constant in human history, from tribal conflict among Native Americans to modern-day wars. Hatred hasn't gone away. In fact, it's still very strong. There is even an old British saying, "Politics is the art of dealing with hatred properly." And in the US, we often see political apes that try to stir up hatred against opponents. So, why does Munger see this as such a dangerous bias? First, hate crosses our judgment. If we dislike someone, we tend to reject everything they say, even if it's a good idea. For example, if a boss hates an employee, the boss might ignore the employee's great suggestion, and the company loses out. Second, hate leads to revenge. When we hate, we often overreact, even when it hurts us too. In business negotiation, personal grudges can destroy what could have been a win-win deal. Third, hate magnifies our biases. We stop learning from people we dislike. Munger reminds us smart people can even learn from their enemies, but if hatred blinds us, we lose that change. Fourth, it creates a vicious cycle. Hate makes poor judgment. Poor judgment makes bad decisions. Bad decisions make more failure. More failure makes even more hate. In investing, in business, and in relationships, this cycle can quickly destroy wisdom. So, how can we protect ourselves from this? Here are some tools. 1. Separate the person from the idea. Even if you dislike someone, ask yourself, if my mentor or favorite leader said this, would I see it differently? 2. Practice reverse thinking. When emotions rise, ask, am I ignoring this person's strengths just because I dislike them? Write down at least one positive trait of that person. 3. Reduce your urge for revenge. Before reacting, ask, is this for long-term benefit or just to hurt the other side? 4. Use a cooling off period. Don't send that angry email right away. Sleep on it and decide later. 5. Learn from your enemies. Each time you meet someone you dislike, write down, what do they do better than me? What can I learn from them? 6. Add it to your decision checklist. Always ask, am I letting my dislike distort this decision? History gives us great example. Abraham Lincoln, during the U.S. Civil War, led with the motto, with malice toward none, with charity for all. He didn't let hatred toward the South control him. Instead, he focused on reconciliation and rebuilding. That's why the U.S. could unite. 3. The doubt avoidance tendency. Here's another big one. Humans naturally want to get rid of doubt as fast as possible. Why? 3 reasons. 1. Evolution. In a wild, hesitation could cost you your life. If you saw a predator and kept doubting, should I run? Should I fight? You might not survive. So our brains evolved to prefer quick decisions. 2. Psychological comfort. Uncertainty makes us anxious. To get rid of that stress, we grab the first reasonable answer and stick with it. 3. Mental energy saving. Thinking deeply takes effort. It's easier for our brain to find any answer, accept it, and stop thinking. So, how do we avoid this trap? 1. Give yourself time. Create a cooling off period. Don't buy a stock the same day you hear a tip. Don't approve a big proposal without waiting at least a day. 2. Play devil's advocate. Whenever you hear something that sounds right, ask, if this is wrong, where's the flaw? 3. Embrace uncertainty. Remind yourself it's better to have no answer yet than the wrong answer now. 4. Check multiple perspectives. Use Munger's multiple mental models. Look at a problem from at least 2 or 3 different viewpoints before deciding. 5. Add to your checklist. Ask, am I accepting this too quickly just to escape doubt? What evidence really supports it? Are there other plausible explanations? Again, history and role model help. Warren Buffett is famous for his patience. He doesn't jump on the latest stock tip. He waits, he studies, and he only moves when the timing is right. His success comes largely from resisting the urge to end doubt too quickly. That's all for today's episode. I hope you got some useful insight. Remember to practice this idea, not just listen. If you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe and share it with someone who might benefit. I wish you wisdom in your financial journey and a life filled with peace and abundance. Take care and see you next time.